Hello, hello. I just want you to know that I had a wonderful video done for you, and of course I deleted it by accident, I guess. So I'm going to try to go over this pretty quick. So this may be the quickest video you ever see of mine. Okay, we opened our starter just to be doing it. We stirred our starter. This is day 3. So then we'll recover this and we will put it back into the ice box. Now push that down so your plastic, that'll balloon up, you know. So you want your starter, this is day 3. So to make our Slum Gully, which I call this, something I grew up on, it's from the South. I put some olive oil in my pan. I got some rosemary, fresh rosemary, chopped it. I put garlic, salt, pepper, and let that get to going good with some olive oil. Oh, before that, what I did was I took my rice cooker. I said, if y'all don't have a rice cooker, y'all need to get you one if you like rice. See, it's already done now. Because that video, see there? That's a rice cooker. I got this one as a gift. Somebody gave me as a gift. I've got 2 of them. I got a tiny one, and then I've got this larger one. But what you do is, once that gets cooked, which it is, then you move this off your stove, and you've got a good, you don't need that, because if you like rice and you don't like waiting on it, and you like white rice like this, I put 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water and a teaspoon of salt. Now, as a little boy, I would eat this at night with milk and sugar on it, and I still do. So I just make a pan of good white rice. But I'm going to use this Slum Gully as that's what I grew up. It's southern okra and tomatoes, but I'll show you what we do. Let me set this rice over here. So we've got our olive oil. We've put in seasoning blend. This one I use for this is with onions, celery, red peppers, green peppers, parsley flakes, the great value. I put that in my olive oil with my garlic, my salt, and little pepper. And I used 1 teaspoon of cumin, and that was it. So I put that in there and I browned it, or fried it, you know. So I don't get something else messed up today. I'll tell you, today I don't know. One of my followers wrote in, I don't know if I don't know how to say it. I don't know if I'm the cat that's digging the hole or the one that's covering it up. And I can't remember who told me, but I laughed and laughed and laughed. Because that's the way I feel today. I had said, I don't know, I feel today, I don't know if I'm washing or hanging it out, the clothes. And they come back with that, and I thought that was funny. So then I added my diced tomatoes, and I let them cook down a little bit. Not a whole bunch, but I let that frozen vegetables cook down. Then I added my diced tomatoes. Then I added a package of great value cut okra. And so now I've just been letting this cook down. Okay, then I took another skillet and I took my pork. I had a piece of pork that I had soaked in salt water and baking soda. So just to get the impurities out, I didn't use the whole thing. I'll use it tomorrow, the next day. Okay, let me put that back nice. So I took that and I put that on this chopping block. I put this on that chopping block and sliced it very thin, like you would fajitas, kind of even real thin, kind of paper thin if you want to know the truth. Then I cut it sideways, and then I got this knife here, and I literally just beat the heck out of it. Beat that, put salt and pepper, beat that. If you want to, you can use meat tenderizer. I don't usually, but you can just beat that. And then I put it in my skillet and I fried it. And of course, I put my lid on it. I used this for the lid, I was fixing to say Betty Grable, not that. Marie Callender pie pan, you know, I put it in there and covered it up and just let it cook real good. So now what I'm going to do, we're kind of where the video cut off. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm out of breath. Let me see if I got something to drink. Hold on. Well, I do. You know I do. I have a Coca-Cola. I don't need it, but I'm going to sure have it. Let me get me some ice. Okay, today has been one day, and it's hot. I bet it's 102 or 3 degrees. I don't know for sure. It's hot. The wind's blowing, so that. Let me have a little drink, please. Used to, I started my videos, when I started doing this, you always had to have a drink. A Coca-Cola or a Dr. Pepper. That's the first one. Now you can tell that's a good drink when you burns your throat. Doesn't matter. See how that's cooking down? See if that's too hot to lift. Might be. See how that's cooking down? That's Slum Gully, y'all. Don't know where it got its name. But it is delicious. It is really good, y'all. There I go with y'all. It's really good, everyone. I have got a messy mess. That pepper gets everywhere. You know, I had said I was going to grind my pepper, and I have been, but it gets everywhere. I don't like that part of it. You know how crazy at cleanliness I am. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the meat and put it back out on my board, and I'm going to chop it some more. So it'll be kind of, well, because one reason, so I can chew it, and another reason, it'll just kind of give you a crunchy flavor. Now you can add those pieces to yours, however you want to do it. But if y'all were here eating with me, it'd be this way. Here are all those good crunchies, as Brenda Gant says, those goodies, the goodie. I'd have probably used some pork, ground pork, but I didn't have it. I had all that pork from that big tenderloin. I found another piece in the freezer. Now that I've got to use that. Okay. Now we've got that. We got that. We get that back in our pan. Get that back in our pan. Boy, that smells good. Smells really good. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, y'all, you could add this to soften it up a little more, because pork is just hard to get done. You know, if you make pork chops, I bet y'all have had them where they're as tough as a boot. Well, it's because you got to cook it slow and cook it a long time, and these are pretty soft. I'll take a bite. Yep. And you might, you know, we might just put it in there. What do y'all think? Well, that's not the real Slum Gully, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to get you mixed up. Because if you're making real Slum Gully, this is what you need to do. Now I'll show you how to Let me get a bowl. We'll get our rice. Look at that rice. Turned out really good. Now you can be fancy and put all that cup, and I've got one somewhere, my rice cup. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Get Mother her tray fixed so we can have dinner. Now, I scorched that towel yesterday. Okay. Let me get a restaurant spoon. Because this one, well, I can do it. I like it like this. I just want to lay that on top. Now, I'm going to take my Crispies, and I'm just going to put them right on top of that. And you can add, and she loves it, soy sauce. She loves her soy sauce. So, I buy these low sodium ones. And I'm just going to take that, y'all, and just pour it just around, kind of like that. Now, I'm going to tell you that's about as healthy as we could get when I was a kid from garden vegetables. Because by the time the end of the season comes and you've had all those garden vegetables, we think it's wonderful now. But you know, you can only eat so much watermelon, eat so much fried squash, but we thought this was Oriental food when we was kids. This is what we got as Oriental food. And it's just Slum Gully. I don't even know how to spell it, so I'm going to probably put a okra tomato rice dish. That's all I know to tell y'all. Well, tonight Mother and I are going to watch a movie. Don't know what yet. And we're going to sit and relax. And I've been going at it since about 6 o'clock this morning. I've had those migraines and falling around like I was a drunk, but it's just a sinus. There's nothing I can do about it. God bless you. God bless me. God bless the United States. I hope y'all try this because it's really a good dish. And it'll be some change for your family and you, and it won't be that difficult. Somebody asked me about casseroles. Well, I wrote and said, aren't you tired of casseroles? But I love casseroles. I'll get us some where your mamas and daddies can fix you some quicker meals. Thank you for watching. I wish you was here to eat with us. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.